This is a story of a man named Editor. And one day, something very peculiar happened. Big Dick Thundercock Mudan sent him the next video of Ironmouse he was about to edit.
Ooh, Stanley Parable? That's right, we never finished it. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. You're welcome. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. What? Wait a minute! Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Ah, the new content!
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
No, I don't want you to know my name. No! Just to be safe, I'm gonna mute the game because I'm paranoid.
Quick, put something to fill the gap. Make it quick, make it funny.
Silence, Wedge.
The button only says the name Jim.
Oh,
the button will say
why would
your
it say
name,
my
whatever name that is.
No!
Here, let's have you role-play
Jim.
Oh
yes,
my god.
you see?
My name is Jim.
Jim.
Oh, it hits even harder the second time.
No one gives a shit about the Jim button.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. Infinite falling.
If you jump in the water right now, I'll give you... Dude, I didn't finish.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Is it infinite?
Motherfucker.
Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Fogo.
It's more of a falling.
You
What
to
normal
me.
person actually wants to fall infinitely? Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Great. Now, I'm very excited. Oh, for heaven. The problem is that you like holes too much.
I love holes.
Sort of. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. How could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Sometimes
Let's
we want to
pop back
dive
up
into
to the
holes.
top,
Sometimes we
and we'll
don't
see
want
if
to
it
dive
gets
into
any
holes.
shorter.
It's our prerogative.
Well, there it is.
What?
The shame. How is this still appealing to you?
I want to be in
know
the
you're obsessed with
hole. I
holes,
like
but
holes.
at this depth, is the teleport
You
button not
broke it.
working? I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Do it.
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Whoa! What? I'm back.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I kind of want to go back to the hole.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
I want to go back to the hole. I'm not going. No hole.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
You tricked me!
Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
No matter what I say, it's gonna be correct.
Incorrect. This is a bucket. Is this a bucket? Correct. This is a bucket.
No!
Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
I'm trying to be a contrarian here.
Yes. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No!
Okay. Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So that was a lie.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
What?
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless? Go on, Stanley. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
You piece of shit!
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy. Freedom was now mere moments away. Why had the door stopped? Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket. Would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yeah.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417? Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
You are playing with me and I know it.
Yes, now we're getting somewhere. How about door 415? Give it some bucket love.
I'm gonna rub my ass on your face.
Okay, now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk.
37. How about you click on the coffee machine? I'm really feeling it now. On employee 419.
Play against nearly every door in one building.
You played
or what
with
it's like to be
I ran around this whole office for what? No reason. I'm going in the elevator. Whoa!
At the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I don't believe.
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death. It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket.
Yeah, you are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within. I can't read all that shit.
Shit, I'm jerking off.
What do I look like, a scholar?
But there is something we can do. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Uh-oh. 4:20 p.m. My favorite time of day. I legit questioned what time it was right now. How accurate? Let's use another slider to find out. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Which of the two made-up words below is the most appealing? Opuboinkle or Scrumtush? Scrumtush! Please don't adjust the slider.
You talking to me?
Will you come back to visit me? No! No! No!
Oh my goodness gracious, did she really fall asleep?
284.
Can't keep my eyes open. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Mwah.